In this video, I'm going to create a house for Minecraft's latest new mob, the HappyGhast. This is by far one of my favourite mobs in the game so far, until the copper golem comes out, that is, probably. And I decided that from now on, whenever there's a new mob, and even maybe some of the older mobs, I'm going to create a house for every single mob that comes out. And it's going to be on this little world, and we're going to be able to see them. So here is the story of how I created this particular house for the HappyGhast. I am Nythe, and this video is a little bit different to what I have done in the past. This video, I am actually here in a place where you've never seen before. I built this, and this is going to be the start of a new series that I am going to call Building Houses for Mobs. And this is because I got heavily inspired by Mumbo Jumbo's video recently with regards to the HappyGhast. And well, he created some little docking stations, and we have had other YouTubers as well, such as Zuma, creating like the Ghast station, and I just wanted to sort of join in and create a HappyGhast house. And then what we'll do is we'll move on and do things like the copper golem house. I think that would be an interesting one to do as well when the copper golem comes out. So we will start doing a load of different types of stuff, and I'm not quite sure what I'm going to call this series yet. Maybe sort of like building mob houses with Nythe or something like that. But that is what we are going to do. So hit that like button, leave a comment down below to let me know what you think of this particular build. And also hit the subscribe button and enjoy the time lapse. So here we have our HappyGhast station, where we've got this tunnel down here so that the HappyGhast can sit up there, and then we can have access to the chest boat so that we can fill it with things like shulker boxes and stuff like that, and then go on our journeys, and we'll have like a mobile transport sort of thing. And that was sort of the basis of the design for this build. But then as we go up here, we have got a really interesting design here. As you can see, we've got these sort of tier-shaped things here, which are, I think, really amazing. And that kind of just sort of like indicates the Ghast tier, because you can tier up when you are crying, or you can also tier up when you are laughing. And I think the Ghast tier is like the perfect embodiment of the two types of Ghast. So yes, it is a really interesting sort of idea there, and I really do like how this has turned out. This has to be one of my favorite builds that I've ever done. We've got so much detail in, and in order to do that, I actually did a doubled up wall type thing here, so I could do like these trims around the edges, and then also have this here so that the glass can sort of like pop out just a little bit from the edges of there, and it just creates this nice little trim. But I started with this foundation, as you saw in the time lapse, where we started with the pale oak as a frame, which is something I've seen Nythe do quite a bit, building stuff up with frames initially and then adding in the sort of detail. Although I did just come in because I was in creative and sort of like add the detail in as and when. If I was in survival, I'd probably have done this in one solid thing initially and then come in later and added the texturing after that. But this turned out really, really nicely. So let's do it as though we have been out on a journey. So let's go up here onto the HappyGhast and fly out, and imagine that we're going on a journey to somewhere where we need to gather some resources, say some wood or some gravel, or we've just gone on a little adventure and we want to find some goodies and things like that, and we just go I keep doing that. I keep forgetting that you can't go down with the crouch button because that makes you go off there. So now imagine that we've done that. We've got all of our goodies and things and stuff like that. And then there's our home. After a long day out, the sun is starting to set. And well, we just need to go down here and park up. And I had to do it this way so that the HappyGhast would face the particular way that I wanted them to face. So there is this lovely little channel here in order for us to sort of not get too bogged down with the chest boat, and we can just come in nicely here. We do get sometimes we have to sort of like make sure that we're not too hung up on there, and then we're in after a nice day of that. And then the HappyGhast will just sit there comfortably, just, you know, waiting around, waiting for us to come along. And then we come in through our front door where we've got this wonderful little sort of entranceway. We've got a clock here telling us what the time is. We've got a map here. I don't particularly like the way maps look with regards to grey and stuff like that. It's kind of a little bit weird, but hey ho, it is what it is. But we need to sort out our stuff. So we need to come down to the kitchen area, which is down on this level here. And we've got some lovely little worktops and everything. We've got some sort of thing being cut up for dinner. We've got some lettuce being washed in the sink there. And this is, yes. So let's just go and let's just take one of these actually, and just so we can light up the area just a little bit as we're coming along here. We've got a way out into the back garden here from the kitchen with some plants and everything. I didn't do too much decoration around the back here. I just dotted some things around just to sort of like signify what it is you might be able to do with that. But we've got a lovely little seating area so we can have our breakfast. And obviously the ghasts need snowballs to eat, so we've got a little sort of snow machine here where we can just come along and make a load of snowballs if we need some, so we can feed the HappyGhast, because they do have a tendency just to fly around and do whatever they want. Okay, it is a little bit dark here, but I kind of like the sort of moody effects of these. This is kind of like my sort of preference on this sort of thing. I do have my brightness set to 30, but yes. So let's say, for example, we have been home and we need to go and grab our stuff from here. There's nothing in them at the moment, it's just empty. But then we've got a little storage area here. This is just a basic storage area at the moment. And then we can just sort our various... Oh. Huh? Why would he do that? Okay. Well, just imagine that this is a storage area that we've that we've just put a load of our goodies in and things, and then we've got that there. We've got a little workstation here as well, just in case. And this could be whatever storage area that you have got built already. I've just done a basic one for the sake of the video. But we can come and check under the HappyGhast, make sure that there's no sort of like dirt or anything like that under it. Like give it a bit of a jet wash if it needs to be jet washed and that sort of thing. And yes, it will just sit there happily waiting for us to go on our next journey. We even put in a little pool area so we can hydrate HappyGhasts and get the little Ghastlings coming out. And look, even the HappyGhast can just view the even the Happy Ghast can just view the little Ghastlings through this little window. Look. And they've got some nice warm water warming them up whilst the Happy Ghast looks at them through the window. Yes, I am talking to you sitting down there right now watching this video. Hit that like button, leave a comment down below to tell me what you think of this build, and how can you say no to a Happy Ghast, by the way? You know, just do it, okay? Just do it. And also hit the subscribe button to be notified as to when I post other videos. Videos like this one, or like the ones I post for KarotKraft or the Forever World series. There's probably a video out there that I produce that you will actually enjoy. So go check out my channel and hit the subscribe button. Now let's get back to the tour. So then we've got, and I have done an interior, which I don't typically do very well, but I think I really do like how this interior has gone. And then we got an upstairs area where we can sit and everything. We've got a table here with some chairs and everything. And I went with the jungle trapdoors, the jungle wood, really, because I thought it would be a nice sort of warmer colour to go against the sort of cooler colours of the diorite and calcite, because it was a bit monochrome. We got a lovely little bedroom area here with the sort of oriental style blind type things, where this kind of signifies that you would be able to close this up so you could sleep, because it is a bit of a studio type apartment thing. Even though we have got it downstairs, we've got like a little wardrobe here with some barrels down here. And then in here, we got like a little secret barrel area as well. I have no idea why it's doing that. Did it do that last time? Oh, it does do that. Okay. And then a little hidden crafting table down here as well. And we got some bookshelves. I probably should have put an ender chest in here somewhere. I didn't think of doing that. I literally just thought of doing that now. Let's just quickly get our ender chest here. We can plop you here. There, that'll do. And then we've got a lovely little seating area which allows us to look out of the large window here to the landscape ahead. And we've got some more bookshelves and everything, because who doesn't like to just sit and read whilst they've got that sort of view out there. We've got more bookshelves, which is a kind of interesting designed bookshelf here. But it is more the outside that I am really happy with how this turned out on. The roof, I have to say, I don't know what happened with the roof, but I just vibed with it and managed to sort of make it look decent. I tend to struggle with roofs a little bit, but this just sort of like came through and really was sort of just kind of, you know, let me know in the comments, do you guys struggle with roofs as well? Because I just tend to struggle with them, but then there's times when they just tend to click. We've got like this little sort of two window way here, just this little smaller window, just this smaller window here, where we've got, it just kind of breaks up the monotony of the roof a little bit. And then we've got these larger windows which just work really well. And then we've got this tower which when I originally built it, I wasn't too sure about it, and because there was just this blank space here, but I didn't want to just do another window like this. And I felt that with the Happy Ghast, we kind of need towers as well, and I thought that it would be really nice to sort of add that on there. So my idea behind this was that you would have a lead and you could go and fly up to the top of this tower, lead your Happy Ghast onto here, hop up over there, and then you've got this sort of lovely little view out of here. There isn't a way to get up to it from the bottom, because I just thought it'd be nice just to have a place where you could just go on your HappyGhast and do that. But I really enjoyed this, and I'm gonna definitely make another video where I do sort of like a house build for other mobs and things like that. So let me know in the comments if that is something that you would be interested in. And we've got this like entrance way up here, which is sort of like this interesting porchway type thing, and I just really like the strength and structure of it, and I think it kind of just encapsulates the HappyGhast to such an extent that it's kind of like almost the perfect HappyGhast house. And the only thing I probably would say is I'd probably in the future maybe make it that the HappyGhast could also park up there, or you could even actually make this so that there was a second HappyGhast garage type thing as well, if you had another HappyGhast, like a double garage sort of thing. And the way I built this was sort of kind of modular. It's kind of sections of 5 by 5 in that, until you get up to this area where I've got this sort of like curvedness here with the way I've done the trim there, which was an additional thing, which was an like sort of afterthought when I was going through and showing one of my friends this build. I was like, oh, actually, one moment, if I do this, I can kind of make it look a little bit more curvier. And we got this sort of like strong sort of bottom frame here. I just really like how this turned out, and I hope you liked it as well and enjoyed the video. It's kind of a new style of video for me. I don't typically do this sort of video, so I'm hoping that it's going to go well. If it doesn't, it was an experiment, but yes. But if you did like it, and if you like this build, please hit that like button, as well as subscribe to the channel to be notified as to when I post videos. Also, leave a comment down below to let me know what you thought of this. So what I'll say is, until next time, I'll see you later. This tower is also the perfect location to recite a poem. And now I shall recite a poem. HappyGhast, do 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 do. 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 Do 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 do. Do 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 do. HappyGhast, 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 do 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 do. HappyGhast. Thank you.